Hello, I'm Francesca Federico, and I just want to talk a bit about the workshops I'm offering. There's one called Telepathic Techniques, and it's about actually transforming your vibrations and energy in your body, and that is done through intense chanting and prayers. It's actually very powerful. When you do this and work through it, you can actually feel the vibrations in your body moving and actually lifting up, and you do feel re-energized. So we work a bit with this, and we talk about the different experiences you can have with transforming your energies. It's actually a very nice experience and quite powerful. Then I also do some grounding techniques and grounding meditations, which really help balance. You have to be very careful when you work with spiritual energy, especially if you're doing a lot of meditations and things like this. Our energy tends to lift up a little bit and sometimes can be a little bit out of balance. So I also do a few grounding techniques and talk about that. And how to balance yourself, because that really helps. Another thing I like to do is teach people how to awaken to the divinity within themselves. This is a very beautiful meditation, and I also talk about how you can use this in your daily lives. It's actually our own divinity. We often, in meditations or in spiritual work, we think we're taking energy from outside of us and bringing it within. But we actually have our own divinity within our own selves. And this part of the workshop, I really get people to get in touch with that, and it's actually quite beautiful, and people become much more aware after this. And when I do some of the techniques with the telepathic part of the workshop, people are actually more open and find that a lot easier to actually use their telepathic abilities through doing this meditation and these techniques. With the telepathic techniques, they're quite easy. It's amazing how easy some of these things can be. Spirituality is not difficult. I keep saying this to people. It is simple, and we all have it within us. It doesn't matter how much people think they can't do it, you can do it. No one is without these abilities. It's just a matter of getting in touch with them, and they're really quite easy to do. And that's another thing I teach people in my workshop. I also offer a healing technique. It's a really nice and simple technique where you can actually use it to ease pain. And also in some cases, some people are actually able to get rid of the pain completely. It's not so much about healing the problem, but it's about healing or easing the pain that's in you. And it actually helps you become aware about where your focus is. Sometimes we are focusing too much on the pain and it sort of expands the pain. But this technique helps take the focus off focusing on the pain, and your pain starts to disappear. It's very simple, very easy to use. And there's another thing I do, which I really enjoy this part of it. It's about detaching yourself from yourself. It's about really surrendering and letting go our natural abilities, it seems, to analyze and judge things. It's actually detaching yourself from your ego and really getting in touch with your inner ability to focus on another person and really connect with that person to a very deep level where you actually go beyond the personality, you go beyond their outer image, and you go deep within, and then you can really recognize the person and really understand where they're coming from, also where their fears are, or their potentials are. And sometimes a lot of us are really not living our potential, and we cover it up by this image that we portray. And this technique is really about separating yourself from the personality and going really deep within, and perhaps helping other people, or really being able to read the other person and help them along their way. Okay. So I look forward to seeing you coming to the workshop, and it is a lot of fun, and it really does make you aware of what you're doing, because you'd be surprised how we do go on in life and not really become aware of what's going on around us or how we're reacting to certain things. Okay, so thank you.